new and interesting hobby. No, this is exciting because I've recently purchased, and this will be an unboxing of, the Vector. Oh, sun glare. Where are we? Sunshine glaring on my box. This is a review of the Vector 30 remote control boat. Right, unboxing.
So, what's in your box, Angela? There, it's out the box. That is an unboxing. So what do you get? You get a groovy little stand. That's unboxed. You get a groovy little stand. Oh, look at that. Groovy little boat. This is awkward. A groovy little controller and a groovy little USB plug, and then this plugs into the batteries when they go flat. Plug, and a spanner and a pair of spare prop. You'll need 4 AA batteries for said controller. Right, let's crack on. Controller, nice and simple. You've got the trigger for the throttle, and then this steers it. When I did the sea trials, I was filming with one hand and then steering and controlling the throttle in the other, so that's why the footage, and I hadn't had it long. But yeah, it's quite a good little beast, as you will see. It's got quite a sleek design, and at the business end here you can't see because the sun's shining. So you've got propeller, goes fast, rudder, sticks out, steers, and then you've got little trim tabs, look at that, to keep it steady. And then these are turning fins. They are quite sharp, so if you're going to give it little children to play with, mine, they don't cut themselves on it because they're a bit sharp. But I think they've got, where are we? There we go. I think they've got something to do with digging the back end when they're turning. There's other videos on YouTube about all this. It's a very exciting hobby, and I'm just getting into it. It's very nice and exciting and fun. Let's have a quick look inside. So you pop the top off, turn that lever thus ways, lift it up and back. There's a little catch on the front here, that hooks into there, and it's got a good rubber seal around there to seal it in. The only thing it hasn't got is an on-off switch, which is slightly annoying. You just literally plug that in, you get a little red flashing light there. Switch on the old remote, you hear a beep, and then it's connected, and you go, don't run it out the water too much, and then turn the wheel thus. Oh, you can't see. Let's get in there and have a proper look. I did think that rubber tube was catching on the rudder, but it doesn't seem to have any effects. Then when you finish, switch it off, and remember to disconnect the battery, and just do that. So it's all kind of tiny. You've got a tiny servo for the back, tiny little battery pack. Look how small that is compared to my massive giant's thumb. An ECU, which is an ESC. Told you I'm new. Electronic speed controller, and a pretty basic looking motor here which drives down the shaft. Now this plastic tubing that's flying around everywhere is water cooling, no less. There's a little scoop, where is it, just there, and I think it just scoops the water up as you're going along, and then it spits out the side. Where are we? It spits out the side just here, and that little bit of water passing through that collar over the motor keeps it cool, apparently. Yeah, so when you do put it back together, make sure that's got a proper seal on it. I didn't put it back together when I was down the seaside and got all excited, and some moisture got in, and when I tried steering it, the servo just went and then left it alone, and it just sat there going so be warned. Running time now. Running time and performance. Performance, oh, it's brilliant fun. Goes really quick, quite good. You can turn it really sharply, thanks to, I think, these set up at the back here and this massive rudder. So it's good, turns quite good. Cost-wise, I haven't spoken about cost. Cost 35-40 quid from Cornwall Model Boats or Cornwall Hobbies or something like that. Cornwall Model Boats.co.uk, you jabbering idiot. But there's quite a few of these on Amazon. I don't know if it's the same make of these, it might be. Look at that, it's so fast. But it does go really well. If you buy the sea, you can get it in the waves and it won't hurt it. If it flips over, it will just immediately bop itself back up. It's quite good because all the weight's in the bottom and it's very deep V hull on it. So, and it's good fun for if you're coming in and we catch a wave, you can surf in and mess around. You can do jumps over the waves, it will jump up and go really good. You can actually do, if you get it right, you can go into the wave, do a jump and do a little 360 like that and land. That's quite fun. So it's all good fun until the battery runs out, which in my experience has been about 15-18 minutes. So that's about it. And when the battery runs out, it goes into slow mode and just suddenly goes boo, and which is really harrowing if you've sent it all the way out to sea like I did, and then it suddenly goes into limp mode and you've got to try and limp it back nice and slowly. It's a bit worrying. So mine, I would get about 15 to 18 minutes use out of it. I would suggest if you're going to do it somewhere on a big expanse of water, set a timer on your phone for 15 minutes, and then if it does, when it does run flat or when the alarm goes, start coming back because it'll go. Recharge time about 3 hours, so I might have to invest in a battery pack, packs plural, and get into swapping them out because you're just getting into it and it dies. And if you're taking it out with the kids or grandkids, there's nothing worse than, oh, let me have a go, Grandad. There you go. It's dead and there's no more fun. So that might be worth bearing in. But other than that, I think it's really good and a nice introduction. And for the price, you could even cannibalise all the bits and make your own model boat and start going down that slippery path and start getting into offshore powerboat racing and all that kind of crazy rubbish, which is a thing. Check it out on YouTube. It's amazing videos. Anyway, enough of my overexcited jabber. Let's have a look at it in action. it's actually not a bad little model. It is 29 centimetres long, so it's not the biggest thing in the world, but I tell you something, it's only small, but it's quite good for a little boat.